Badminton on Horse and Country is sponsored by Equipe.
Emily King, last year was your first badminton. You're back this year, but you're not competing. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's a bit weird to be honest, because I've been here for so many years with Mum, you know, watching her and supporting her, and then last year was so incredible actually riding, and you know, so many emotions and such happy times, and then you know, real contrasted lows last year, but generally an amazing experience. So, you know, amazing to be back here. It's fantastic, but yeah, I'm very envious of everyone competing.
I was going to say, how jealous are you right now, or is it more tomorrow when the cross country's on? You'll be super jealous.
Well, yes, saying that I would be, but the course is very, very tough this year. So I walked it, and I'm really excited to watch tomorrow. And yeah, maybe not quite so envious to actually be riding it because it seems quite massive. But no, it should be a really good day tomorrow. Eric Winters built a fantastic course, a really, really good course, which should really, you know, it's a real test, and that's what badminton's about. It's not just a dressage competition. It should be, the cross country should be the most influential phase, and I think tomorrow it definitely will be. So.
Well, it was for you last year as well, wasn't it?
Yes, unfortunately it was. I know Brookley was amazing last year and was fantastic around the whole of the course, right till the end. It turns out he strained a front tendon quite badly, and more that type of injury, maybe something, he sort of tweaked it, you know, 2/3 of the way around the course, and then as he kept landing from each fence, it was pulling a bit more, and I think the second to last fence there was a very big drop to the landing side of the A element, and he did land quite sort of steep and heavily, and then when I rode him forward to ask the two strides to take off, he was very reluctant, and I think, I mean, quite sensibly, I think it was very sore and he just didn't want to land on it again. So yeah, I think it's something that he did pick up along the way, which it was a real shame, but in a way, knowing that he had this injury, even if I had finished, we wouldn't have been able to show jump anyway, which I don't know, would have been more, you know, more upsetting, but great to have ridden around what we did.
And are you hoping to compete next year?
Yeah, definitely. I've got my two top horses this year are aiming for Bramham, the CCI 3-star there, so the qualifications are very strict nowadays. You have to get, you know, a certain amount of runs under your belt. So as long as they gain all that, they'll, you know, maybe do a 4-star in the autumn or do one next spring.
Fantastic. And we've got to talk about Lissa Green, Emily, because the spotlight was very much on you last year because of your super famous mother. Yeah, of course. And now this year it's exactly the same with Lissa Green, obviously having Lucinda as her mother. And what's she going through? Because you know better than anyone.
Yeah, I mean, I think people like Lissa, I think kind of like myself, you're sort of a bit used to, you know, having a few extra people asking for interviews and this and that, and it's all, I don't think, well, I certainly didn't really it doesn't really affect you that much, that side, but I think, I don't know, I know Lissa quite well, but we're a little bit different personalities, but I think similar, you know, approach. You're here and you know what you're doing, and okay, you might have a few extra people asking for interviews and taking pics, but actually at the end of the day it's the same, you know, you're doing the same job as you always are. And no, I think she's got I think it's a very good cross-country horse, her horse, so it should hopefully have a good round tomorrow, which is the main thing. It's not only her first badminton, it's also her first 4-star, so you know, the main thing is you want to complete and come back safe. So no, I really I've got my fingers crossed for her.
No, that cross-country is definitely going to be influential. So Emily, put you on the spot now, who's going to win?
I don't know. Well, my favourite horse is actually the horse that was leading yesterday, the Quin de Brio horse, and Thibaut Valin. I'm not very good at his surname. But I've loved that horse for you know, a huge amount of time, and I know it's a very good. It's actually its first 4-star, but it did do Rio, which that was kind of like a 4-star last year. So that I would love that horse to win, but I think Mickey could easily win it because he's such a master. So I reckon Mickey winning it, maybe Thibaut or Ingrid second, and then Astier, Nicolas, the guy I think he's in 3rd or 4th at the minute, but he's a very quick cross-country rider and the horse is really experienced. So yeah, I reckon Mickey, then Ingrid, then Thibaut, then Astier. That's my 4.
And you're going to get to watch.
You get a prize for this.
Yeah. And you can watch this all play out tomorrow with a glass of champagne next to the lake.
Hopefully, yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your badminton, Emily.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Badminton on Horse and Country is sponsored by Equipe.